Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every one of you guys put some Coach K full court pressure on that notification bell and make sure you hit that like button on your way in or hit that like button on your way out. And once again, this is your boy, the one and only, your homie, E Thriller. Welcome back. Now, man, I'm gonna give y'all some time to get up in this chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's staying up late. Shout out to everybody that stayed up and watched the fight between Devin the Dream Haney versus Jorge Linares. I was very entertained by the fight. I feel like it was an excellent fight, man. As I predicted, Devin Haney won unanimously. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to check out my pre-fight prediction video, because I said what Devin Haney was going to do. But one thing I'm starting to notice about boxing fans, man, well, really, I already noticed it, but I just wanted to shed some more light on it because I noticed Devin Haney got a lot of haters. I just realized that. Maybe I'm tripping, but I'm going to give y'all some time. Shout out to my boy Rebel Life Boxing, man. Did you enjoy that fight tonight, bro? Did you enjoy that fight tonight? Were you entertained? Because I was very entertained by Devin the Dream Haney, if I don't say so myself. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to give y'all some time, man. Let me go grab me a water. Y'all know how I play because I get the rambling and going on. My mouth will start getting dry and shit. So just give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was a hell of a fight, Rebel. It was a hell of a fight, man. I was very entertained. But I kind of wanted to focus on this because fight fans get on my nerves. Because here you have a guy in Devin Haney who has been criticized for not being an exciting fighter, for being too defensive. You understand what I'm saying? For not taking enough risk in a ring, you know. So you have a guy that has came into this fight with a game plan of coming forward against Jorge Linares, right? And you got fans who are complaining just because this man started hugging after he got rocked 2 times later in the fight. Mind you, let's just disregard him dominating for, 9 straight rounds, in my honest opinion. He was up 9-0, in my honest opinion, before he got caught in the 10th and the 11th round. So what did you guys want him to do? Stand there and play rock'em sock'em robots and not defend himself and just let him get knocked out? I don't understand that. I don't understand the logic from some of you boxing fans, because you have a guy that went out and said, hey, I'm trying to put on a show in front of my hometown. I'm going for the knockout. I'm going to be a lot more aggressive than I have in the past. And then in the process of that, you know, give or take, he was willing to trade blows. He was willing to stand in the pocket. He got caught with a left hook. He got caught with a straight right, took it like a true champ at the end of the round, walked back to the corner, tried to regain his faculties so he can come back out in the 11th round, got clipped again with the left hook. I mean, what do you guys want him to do? So, yes, of course, when you were up on the scorecards as much as of Devin Haney was up, then why not hold? Why not try to survive? Because at this point, you would just basically throw the fight away if you go out there just try to go down swinging. Like, how does that make any boxing sense? Because the name of the game is hitting and not getting hit. So I'm going to give Devin Haney a lot of credit, and I'm also going to give him credit for his chin, because even though he got rocked, he didn't get dropped like Ryan Garcia. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't get dropped like that. So I just don't understand. It's like you can never make a certain selection of boxing fans happy, in my personal but humble opinion. But let me get to the chat, man. Let me see what my boy Rebel Life talking about. He said, salute, fam. He said, man, these fans are sad. I just don't get it, bro. I really don't get it. Like, what do they have against Devin Haney? What do they have against Devin Haney? I guess I never paid attention to it. I didn't realize he was getting so much hate, but now they calling him a hugger. They saying he ran all fight. Like, how? And what was he supposed to do? He got rocked. Of course, we've seen some of the greatest fighters ever who got rocked, a la Floyd Mayweather against Sugar Shane Mosley. He held on for dear life. You understand what I'm saying? So why wouldn't Devin Haney do the exact same thing after he got rocked by Linares? I will fucking wait. But yeah, Rebel Life said, great fight, fam. Yeah, it was a great fight, bro. I was very entertained. Devin is getting hell now for getting hit in the 10th round. But see, this is the thing. He didn't really have to get hit if he didn't want to. You understand what I'm saying? He made it a fight to where he was going to get some fucking licks back. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was standing toe to toe with him. That wasn't a typical Devin Haney fight, in my personal opinion, bro. Devin Haney didn't go out there and just say, hey, I'm just going to win all 12 rounds throwing the jab. And speaking of the jab, I'm willing to say that Devin Haney has the best jab in the sport of boxing. I'm just going to throw that out there. Devin Haney has a great jab, y'all. He was touching him up top. Then he'll come down and touch him down low and then go back up top or go up top and feint and touch him down low. And then he'll come over the top with that right hand. And then he will turn him and use that check left hook. Oh, my God. This man was boxing beautifully. I don't know what the haters are talking about. Yeah, he got clipped. Yeah, he got caught. It happens in the sport of boxing when you're daring to be great, when you're trying to get your opponent out of there, when you're facing a top-notch elite level fighter in a Linares. You understand what I'm saying? But for the most part, this man was swimming without getting wet. Devin Haney is the truth, y'all. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Now, one thing I will say about Devin Haney is I don't like how he kind of dip his head whenever he's trying to come in or to avoid punches. I feel like he dips his head sometimes to the point where he can get kind of hit behind the head or behind the ear. And that's kind of very similar to how Tyson Fury caught a Deontay Wilder behind the head whenever he messed up his eardrum, right? So I really didn't like that part of Devin Haney. And I also feel like he could kind of work on his inside fighting game a little bit more, because there were times within that fight, y'all, where he thought the ref was going to break it up. So he kind of got laxed. And then you seen Linares come over the top with 4 ripping right hands, just going to work on him when he was rocked, right? So I feel like he can work up on those things, touch up on them, in my personal opinion. But outside of that, man, Devin Haney is game, man. Devin Haney is legit. The only knock on him is those two things. And then he doesn't pack a lot of power. That's it. That's my only reservation about Devin Haney. Does he have enough power to keep a Teofimo Lopez off of him and a Tank Davis off of him? That's it. But outside of skill and defense and, footwork and knowing your way in and outside of the ring and ring generalship, man, ain't too many young fighters messing with him, man. The only one I would probably put above him at this present moment as far as young fighters, and I repeat, young fighters, is Shakur Stevenson, because he's my favorite young fighter. But outside of those two, man, I don't see anybody being ultra defensive like those two dudes, man. But that jab was just beautiful, y'all. It was, oof. I mean, every time he threw it, he landed. Like, I would love to see the punch stats on his jab, because I didn't get to catch it after the fight. But what was his punch stats as far as his jab? Please, somebody let me know in the chat. But let me get back to the chat. He said, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Facts, bro. I don't know what fight fans want. He could have easily made this a boring fight. He could have just jabbed his way to a victory, because he really could have won this fight with just a jab alone. Like, literally, I'm not even capping. He could have won this fight with a jab, just jabbing all night long. But no, Devin said, I'm trying to get you up out of here. He landed some ripping shots. He landed a couple of left uppercuts, dipping and slipping, and he landed a couple of overhand rights and left hooks. But Linares got a chin, man, an iron chin, and he didn't want to back down, and he didn't go down. He said the jab was tearing his ass up. Facts. That's facts, family. He said, yeah, at this point, I think it's safe to say his power just might not be there. Yeah, man, that's the only thing we can really say about Devin Haney at this point. Does he have enough power? I don't believe so, because with them flush shots he was catching Linares with, for him not to rock him one time or to drop him one time, which I didn't predict he would anyway in my pre-fight prediction, that's going to be a problem going up against Teofimo Lopez, and it may be a problem if he were to go up against a Gervonta Tank Davis at 140. But I think Devin Haney is he's going to have to move up to 140, y'all. He's going to have to move up to 140. Maybe his power will carry over there. I don't know. Maybe he's cutting too much weight. We'll just have to see how it all plays out, man. But for the most part, this was a very entertaining fight. I'm glad I got to see it. But what's next for him, man? Who do y'all want to see him in the ring next week? I know Teofimo has a fight coming up against George Kambosos on Triller, and he has already went as far as to say that he wants Devin Haney next, because He wants to be undisputed. Now, he one day he say he undisputed, and then the next minute he say he ain't undisputed. So you never know with Teofimo capping ass. You understand what I'm saying? So I would love to see a fight with Teofimo. I think Teofimo has a hell of a shot to beat a Devin Haney, of course. Just based off of his power. He has way more power than a Devin Haney, but who would I pick in that fight? It remains to be seen. I want to see how Teofimo Lopez looks against George Kambosos before I go that far, but that's another good fight. I think another great fight for a young Devin Haney would be for him to go up against Lomachenko if he can get past a Nakatani. That's going to be a good fight. I don't know if Lomachenko is going to get past him, y'all, because Nakatani ain't no punk. You understand what I'm saying? He has length. You understand what I'm saying? He's game. He ain't going to come in and lay down and just get a check. So Lomachenko, man, I got to give him props coming off of a loss against Teofimo Lopez, doubling back to run it with Nakatani. Hey, man, salute to him. Salute to Lomo. Rene Guerrero, shout out to him. He said in the chat, Haney has no power. He has Yeah, man, Haney don't have no power, man, but he got everything else. I would say he definitely has a good chin, even though he got clipped twice tonight. I would say he has the ring generalship. He has probably the best jab in the sport of boxing. He has a hell of an IQ. He knows how to fight when he's hurt. I like that from him. Skies is the limit for Devin Haney. The only thing I'm worried about, man, is his power. That's the only thing I can knock about a young Devin Haney right now. He doesn't have enough power. That's it. Rebel Life said Teofimo claims he wants Devin next, so I don't want to hear him weasel his way out of it. Yeah, man, but one thing we learned about the sport of boxing with these fighters today in this generation, they say a lot of shit, but when it comes time to making that fight, the fight ain't gonna get made. So I don't believe Teofimo one bit. I don't think he's going to fight Devin Haney next at all. At all. Oh, Rebel Life said Devin Haney versus Chris Colbert. I like that, bro. I like. That'll be a good fight. That'll be a good fight. But I think tonight was definitely a stepping stone for Devin Haney. This is definitely something he can build upon and learn from his mistakes in the ring, because I feel like when he got caught, he ain't really had no business in getting caught, because shit, he was winning comfortably on the scorecards at that point. I just would have turned into a counterpuncher. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't have thrown nothing but a jab. Fans would have been booing me all night long. You understand what I'm saying? But again, my favorite boxers are defensive oriented. I like guys like B-Hop, who once again is my favorite boxer. I like guys like James Toney. I like guys like Floyd Mayweather, Willie Pep. You understand what I'm saying? Dudes, Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker, dudes that are put on a boxing clinic, dudes that can beat you in a round without throwing a single punch. I like those type of fighters, but I get it. Most fight fans like dudes that come forward, dudes that sell out for knockouts, and I'm not knocking it. I like both. I enjoy both. So maybe that's why Devin Haney catch a lot of flack, because he doesn't have enough power and he ain't really knocking a lot of people out. But if you appreciate the sweet science of the sport of boxing, then you have to like a Devin Haney, or you at least got to respect him, because for that man to be that young and doing what he's doing as far as his skill in the ring, it's a sight to be seen, man. It's a sight to be seen. But that's basically my biggest takeaway from tonight's fight. Let me see something here. But let me say this. Let me go to these scorecards, because I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, let me share my screen, y'all. How in the hell did the judges have this fight so goddamn close? Because I know, can y'all see this, man? Y'all drop a yeah or something in the chat. Let me know if y'all can see that. But how in the hell? So I'm on the boxing scene, right? And this is their scorecard, which is pretty damn accurate, or pretty close to what I had it looking like, because I felt like Devin did lose the 10th round and the 11th round, because those were the two rounds where he got rocked, and he was running for dear life and hugging, right? So I understand it. We get it. But I'm not understanding this over here. 116 to 112. 116 to 112 again from another judge, and then another judge had it 115 to 113. In what world? You understand what I'm saying? In what world? I mean, boxing has got to do something about these judges, man. I just don't know what fights they be looking at. Like, what are you basing the scorecards off of? Because Devin Haney pretty much was having his way for 9 straight rounds. So I'm not understanding why the scorecards were so close, but thank God he got the decision, man, unanimously. So I just don't be understanding that with the sport of boxing, man. I really don't. But I am going to, let me see here, drop the link in the chat. If somebody want to come on and speak their piece about the fight, whether you agree or disagree with my comments, it's totally okay. Just keep it respectful, and we can talk boxing damn near all night long. So there goes the link. Somebody want to come on and rock with me, say what they got to say about the fight. Holla at your boy E Thriller, man. If not, then I'm gonna get on out of here and enjoy the rest of my night. I'm gonna probably get on some MLB The Show. You understand what I'm saying? And my wife ain't trying to make me watch no show with her. And yeah, man. But yeah, Devin Haney, man, I would love to see him go up against some more elite, top-notch competition. I think after this fight, this was a pretty, I mean, it wasn't a tough fight, but he got tested. I think he earned the right to take a soft touch, just like Teofimo is doing right now. He's taking a soft touch going up against George Kambosos because, hello, at the end of the day, didn't Teofimo say he wanted to fight Haney next? Didn't he say he wanted to fight Haney next? But he ended up fighting George Kambosos, which I'm not knocking him. I get it. You understand what I'm saying? It's boxing. It's a business. Teofimo, go ahead and do what you do. You know, I guess you earn the right to pick and choose for the moment because you did just beat Lomachenko. You understand what I'm saying? One of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport. So, you know, I guess you earn the right to do that. But after this fight, we're going to hold you to your word. We are going to hold you to your words, my brother. But if ain't nobody going to come on and rock with me, hey, man, I'm about to head on out. I ain't want to hold y'all for too long. I just wanted to give y'all my post-fight analysis about Devin Haney versus Linares. I feel like Devin Haney did what he had to do. He got the job done. Of course, there's a lot of fight fans that's hating on him. Why? I don't know. But I would love to see what you guys would do if you were to get rocked. Are you just going to sit there and just let your opponent punch you out, or are you going to hug for dear life? Me personally, I either take a knee or I'm a hug. You know, that's just me, though, because I'm looking at the long game. I don't want all these goddamn rounds. I'm not about to throw this fight away just to appease y'all fans when I done got rocked. So, yeah, man, that's my takeaway, man. Shout out to Devin Haney. Shout out to Linares for stepping up to the plate and accepting the fight with Devin, because we know Devin has been on record of saying everybody is ducking him at 135 pounds. That remains to be seen. So we'll just have to be on the lookout to see if Eddie Hearn could put him in the ring with another top-notch elite competitor. But having said all of that, man, I guess I'm going to head on out. If ain't nobody going to click on this link, I'm going to give y'all about 1 or 2 more minutes. The link is in the chat. Come on and speak your piece. Come on and speak your piece. But yeah, man, I guess I'm going to get on out, man. I appreciate everybody for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you click on that notification bell to sub to your boy channel. I'm going to probably drop another video tomorrow, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Until next time, ladies and gents and fight fans, this is your boy E Thriller. Be blessed. I'm gone. Holla.